There's no other place to be in South Jersey for this Friday night matchup in the Burlington County Final as the Westampton Tech Panthers visit the Holy Cross Lancers in a fantastic basketball game for everyone. Welcome aboard, everybody. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Colin Morris on the call. Colin, this is the best place to be in South Jersey tonight, and right now, the best two teams on the floor might just be the Westampton Tech Panthers and the Holy Cross Lancers. But even if they're not the top two seeds, Holy Cross is number 2, Westampton is number 5. They are here because they persevered in their first 3 games, and now they've got 32 minutes to settle it.
I like to think of it as kind of the primetime games. You'll get your Thursday night footballs, you get your Sunday night footballs. For high school, it's Friday, but there really is nowhere else to be in South Jersey right now. Like you said, 2 of the best teams possibly in the entire of South Jersey right now, and obviously in this tournament, they've grinded it out. Talking about both these teams, 9 straight wins coming in for Westampton and then 7 for Holy Cross and the Lancers. But someone I just want to highlight real quick, Jordan Owens, he has just been excellent all year. He's been that electric guy. He's just been kind of that spark plug for the Holy Cross Prep Lancers. He's averaging nearly 18 points a game. He had a career high 26 versus Seneca back on February 16th. So just a couple of weeks ago, and it's going to be exciting to see him match up with some of these guys from Westampton tonight.
Yeah, well, what you're saying about Jordan Owens, he put up 24 when we were here 2 days ago in the semifinal versus the Rancocas Valley Red Devils, but Holy Cross has been blazing through this tournament. They won by 28 in the first round versus Medford Tech. They won by 30 versus Seneca and 41 points versus Rancocas Valley. They led 42-10 at the halftime mark and had a running clock for the entire fourth quarter. So the best thing to watch for Holy Cross, yes, it's that forward combination, Jordan Owens and Josh Swain. They both can shoot, they both can jam, they can do a little bit of everything. My guy to watch for Westampton Tech is Alex Genty. He shot over 35 threes this year, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but this Westampton team is a streaky one. They're one that likes to get on a run and likes to get going and going and going. They're very aggressive. They've also got Jason Livingstone down low who can also get the jams done. So there are going to be a lot of really, really messed up rims tonight after the game, but Westampton Tech and Holy Cross, they've met twice this year. They're BCSL Liberty rivals. Right now by overall record, West Tech is 3rd in the division. Thrive separates them, and Holy Cross has the best overall record at 23-4. And Westampton Tech actually beat Thrive once earlier in the year, and Holy Cross fell to the Iron Mikes both times in their regular season matchups. But for West Tech, everything's out the window. They lost by 1 point when they played last. They lost by 3 when they played in their first matchup here in Delran, New Jersey off of Route 130. So either way, this is postseason basketball. Anything can happen, and both of these teams are going to be playing at arguably more than 110% to get this Burlington County crown.
And that's the fun thing about tonight is all the records go to 0-0. Both these teams have clinched their spots in the NJSIAA playoffs next week. So for right now, it's going to be about grinding out and getting a win and picking up the Burlington County Championship. Like you said, lost by 1 back on the 29th of January, and then all the way back on December 19th, lost by 4. But like you said, for Alexander Genty, he's just fun to watch. He's averaging nearly 14 this year. He's averaging also nearly 2 steals, which might be something we see down the stretch, especially guarding against guys like Owens and other guys on Holy Cross. Might be able to just kind of pickpocket that ball and get it away and get it down the court like you mentioned.
This game is going to be physical. It's going to be like no other, and both of us might just be out of breath by the end of it. But after 32 minutes, a champion will be crowned, and a new champion will be crowned in the Burlington County tournament. Rancocas Valley, the winner of last year's tournament, they went down by 41 points on this floor 48 hours ago. But today, a new one will hoist the trophy, as we'll be right back. Westampton Tech and Holy Cross coming up right after this. Well, it's an intro for the ages. A live national anthem performance followed by a thunderous introduction of the starters for the Panthers and the Lancers. Westampton will be in white with their blue as their secondary colors. Holy Cross, we've seen them a million times in this combination. Black jerseys, black shorts, and the dark purple accents. We're ready to go. Physicality will reign supreme, but who will reign as the champion of the Burlington County Championship? We're underway. First possession by Alex Genty. He'll move this one inside for Livingstone. He'll miss. Rather for Njoga. It's a rebound by the Lancers, and they've got their first possession. Moving this one up will be Jordan Owens. Guarded one-on-one by the point guard, Javon Ford. He scored 15 when we saw Westampton Tech in their win over Burlington Township in the quarterfinal round. This one's up and in. First shot of the day, and it falls for the Lancers. Jordan Owens getting it started.
And just what we talked about pregame, Jordan Owens been that spark plug all year for the Lancers. 28 versus Seneca back on the 16th. Like we said, I wouldn't be surprised, Dan, if we saw a game like that today. He's just been rising to the occasion.
This is a Holy Cross team that has won their Burlington County tournament games by an average margin of 33 as we've got a foul. Contact on the way up. Who's this on? It's going to be on
Martino, I believe.
It's going to be on Martino, so it'll be 2 foul shots for Jason Livingstone.
I love that reaction from the student section, too. We got the ESPN desk over there.
Oh, that one almost fell.
That's sick. The atmosphere in here is electric, Dan. It's no secret. It's a packed house in Delrin.
Right off of Route 130. We've been here several times already for the Holy Cross Showcase and all the rest of it. But one of 2 falls for Njoga. And it's 2-1 here in the early going. Moving inside for Gerchik. Back to the top. Tristan Ganges. Owens at the top of the key. Sliding over to the left. He'll step back for 3. No good. Too strong. Martino flies in, but he can't get it. And it's going to be Westampton ball. Martino doesn't like that there wasn't a foul called there. Definitely looked like there was a little bit of contact, but I think the referees know the precedent of this game. I think they're going to want to set the tone that you're going to need to be physical to draw that whistle, because if they really do call it by the letter of the law, I think we're going to have 20 fouls every quarter. Like that. Oh, he sent him to the ground, Livingstone. Man, I'm loving this crowd. I'm like soaking it in right now. This is an incredible atmosphere. It was maybe 70% of this on Wednesday versus RV, but a semifinal and a final are worlds apart, as on a Friday night people have made the effort to come out to this championship game. As there's a turnover, here comes Livingstone, ball comes out, Gerchik gets it back. It'll go to Owens, who fires it across off the hands of Swain, and it is saved by Dickerson. That one's blocked. And Marcus Bullock was right in front of it. No timeout. I thought he called a timeout at first. My apologies. It will be West Tech ball with Njoga inbounding.
And I really like what you said about the refs kind of setting the tone. Obviously, you know, kind of watching that game last night between Kingsway and Overbrook, it was obvious that it's not going to be like it is tonight. The refs are going to let these guys play. They're going to let them go out and earn it and be physical on the court.
I give them the utmost respect if that's consistent, because it's got to be consistent to call a good game. Here comes a 3. Good! Welcome to the three-point show. Alex Genty, his 36th three-ball of the year, and it's 4-2 Westampton. He's trapped at half court. The ball comes out. The point guard, Javon Ford, gets fouled while he was in the lane. That's going to be the 3rd foul against the Lancers already in under 3 minutes. That's going to be a tough sell here for Marcus Bullock to try to get these guys in a rhythm after giving up 3 fouls already.
And Genty, I mean, just absolutely electrifying from deep.
Now Njoga misses on the 3. Livingstone tried to get the rebound. This one goes up for Ford. Swain picks it up. But 4-2. Panthers up over the Lancers early. Burlington County final. Here from Holy Cross Prep. Here comes a three. Good! Jordan Owens, all 5 for Holy Cross in the early going, and it's 5-4. Moving over now to the left side, Tristan Dickerson. Just such a stacked lineup on both of these teams. It's Dickerson over to the top forward, wide open, front iron. Missed his trajectory there as now Swain underhand feeds to Martino. Martino takes his time. Inside now for Ganges. Right side, gets a screen here. Owens now finds Ganges. He's got an open look from the foul line, wide right. And that one will go back for an offensive board. Back to Owens. He'll pull up, corner of the paint, off the glass and good. He takes a stumble, but the basket counts. He's got all 7 points for Holy Cross, and it's a 3-point lead.
And something for Holy Cross is going to be kind of out-rebounding this Westampton team. They're similar in size, but they've been out-rebounded all year as a team. Westampton with the advantage in that one coming in. But, man, it's electrifying in here so far.
And Joga off the glass and good. This one will go to Martino, who's going to take his time. He got a pass from Gerchik. Really just some tough defense here by the Panthers. Anybody's game so far. 1-point battle. Swain goes up. He'll go to Gerchik. There's an offensive foul. Genty took a tumble. That's going to be the 4th foul against the Lancers here early.
And one thing for Gerchik and Gerchik specifically, and Holy Cross as a whole is they're not going to want to get lazy, right? That's how you lose games, by turning the ball over, especially in high school, at any level really, but especially in high school. When you start turning the ball over, it's a recipe for disaster.
That's what killed Rancocas Valley on Wednesday in a 41-point loss. Final score was 76-35. Look out below. Owens takes the conservative approach. He gets the layup. Didn't want to bring this crowd to its feet early. He'll settle for the right-handed lay, and it's 9-6. At the top of the key now, right side for Ford. He's on the corner of the volleyball stripe. Lobs inside to Njoga in the paint. Backed up by Gerchik. No whistles. Man down, and nothing there. Swain gets caught up. Oh, he stepped over him. There's nothing there. And now it's Martino on the baseline. We're going to have a travel here. But Marcus Bullock and Setsuayo Bird and Joey Martino are both not thrilled at all.
And that's tough right there.
Timeout.
That's tough for both squads. I mean, it's just a physical play, and it's hard to see what's going on there. That's hard from my ref's perspective. And like we said, it looks like they're going to be letting them play physical today. So far, not much doing, and if it has been, it's been obvious.
9-6, timeout charged. I couldn't tell who charged the timeout, but it'll be the first of the day.
And I know the
3-point game.
And I know the emotions are high, and especially a situation like that under the net on the complete opposite side of the court, that really could have got ugly. Decent job by both of the guys kind of keeping their composure right now.
Especially they have to, because if they're gonna start throwing tees in this game, man, it definitely should be. I mean, it's going to be fun no matter what, but I think that the way that I see it, as it goes, you just have to be careful, because that could have been dangerous.
And you don't want it to start getting ugly here.
Out on the right side, Dickerson. On the left wing now as he faded over. Njoga gets a little bit of a lowered shoulder. Look at where Bird is. He's all the way at half court. I mean, they have those coaches' boxes, and really neither coach has adhered to that. But I guess it's one of those things where there's going to be so many discrepancies in this game. There's going to be so many discrepancies and controversies in this game that I guess that's one that they won't really circle as their top priority. But it's 9-6, 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Martino backpedals. Deep three, Owens, bang! Jordan Owens! I don't want to call him selfish, but he might deserve to be. 12 points. All of what Holy Cross has to offer has come from Jordan Owens in the first quarter. And now that one's off the front of the rim. Goes back to Swain. He'll move this one with the right side. Foul. It's like a little bit of contact there. Bird doesn't agree with it. But to be fair, when will any coach, agree with a call that doesn't go their way? That's just how this game of basketball is. It is emotional in nature. Josh Swain at the line.
Well, especially a game like tonight, obviously the emotions are higher than ever. And, Swain, a guy who has been pretty consistent at the line this year, comes in with a 65% free throw percentage. He's knocked down 42 of 65 coming in. He's done a good job of drawing the foul this year, as many of these Lancers guys have.
65% foul shooter. He makes both. As it's 14-6. Henry Njoga checked back into the game. He subbed in for number 14 in Dykel Clark. So I thought he was going to come in he came in for Livingstone, but Dykel Clark originally subbed in for Njoga. As the ball comes out, another miss on the other end for the Panthers. Jump stop, back to Martino for three, no good. A little bit too wide on that one. I'm not a huge fan of Holy Cross chucking up threes here. Wow! Joey Martino with a block. And it goes back to Genti. He'll create a space. Njoga moves in, uses that body, no good. And Bird is incensed. Under a minute left. 8-point lead for the Lancers.
Man, and like we've said it the entirety of today already, the atmosphere is obviously electric, but the emotions are even higher. Just Coach Bird over here just fuming after.
He's passionate for his guys. That's what it is. That's going to be a scramble. Swain gets on top of it. Ganges gets it to fall. That was a great way to make something out of nothing there. Owens was in a dead end, but he found a way to split it through the traffic and get it to Tristan Ganges. 21 seconds. Javon Ford taking this one.
Ford, a guy just not overly big, but he did a really good job on
Scramble
Tuesday.
Again. Martino's on top of it. He'll rip the ball away. Referee's trying to get in the middle of it. Martino's talking. And he gets everybody separated with no harm, no foul. But Martino's fired up, and deservedly so. I feel like every jump ball is going to turn into a war zone tonight as we've got 10 seconds on the clock now. 10-point lead for the Lancers. Again, a team that has won their 3 games in this tournament by an average score of 33. Swain went in and he got fouled. A lot of West Tech defenders on that one. And again, Bird's going to give his case. But there are no appeals in the court of the referee. And Josh Swain will go back to the line for 2.
Like you said, a lot of West Tech guys in the lane there for that one, and I thought Swain was just going to go over all of them. That looked like he was trying to do. I'm not sure if he was trying to get it off the backboard and get a roll that way, but he looked like he was just going to go right for the rim and obviously couldn't get it to go, but a good job drawing the foul and getting to the line, especially with 2 seconds left.
He missed both. They get a quick heave. It's off the backboard. And it's a 10-point lead for Holy Cross at the end of the first here in the Burlington County Final. If you're just joining us, grab some popcorn during the break because you're going to need it. It's 16-6 after 1 here in Delray. Welcome back. No, ESPN is not actually here tonight, but Holy Cross students put up a fun little table there to get a little bit of courtside seating as we enter the second quarter here from the Holy Cross Preparatory Academy. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Highland grad Colin Morris, as this one's going to be a rebound to Tristan Ganges. 10-point lead for the Lancers. Martino barely held onto it. Now Swain moves up to the right side. But again, this has been a foul-heavy ball game and a travel call on the Lancers with Josh Swain in possession.
And a rare thing there for Swain. It's not a lot of times you're going to see him turn the ball over, especially in the paint like that. But like I said earlier, I think the turnovers are going to be a big deal tonight. We're going to see whoever has more, you'd have to imagine is going to lose this game. That's often the recipe, but we'll see who comes away with it. The Panthers have done a decent job of not turning it over, just haven't been able to get it to fall yet.
Yeah, this has been an interesting bout so far. As now turned over, intercepted by Martino. Moving out to the right, he'll shoot a contested three, no good, from Jordan Owens. Genty was down. As the play is reset, they're going to get to Will Andre ready to check back in, or check in for the first time. More contact, Martino gets a push in the back. Genty makes a miss, flew into him, and he goes down. He hits the floor. It's a jump ball. Martino's going to get pretty roughed up tonight, but I don't think he cares. He's one of those guys that's so versatile. He's played 4 different sports in his time at Holy Cross. For a season, he played football. He also played soccer, recorded an assist in his junior year, and also has played lacrosse in the spring as well for the Lancers. He's just a pure athlete. Doesn't matter where he is, he's going to play, and he's going to play well. Here's a three. What a pass. Martino gets hit again. He's still chirping it up. I love it. I love this. But you saw that pass there. He moved it from court to court, from corner to corner with a stop in between. He found Gerchik, and then he got another one as that shot is going to hit the wire. It's going to hit the pipe. That'll be out of bounds by default.
Man, Joey Martino, he's listed at 5'9", 150, so he's not a big dude. It's obviously evident, but he is one of the grittiest players that I've ever seen. One thing that I saw this week kind of watching Holy Cross film was he is just the toughest rebounder on this squad and doesn't even have to be big to do it. He's so physical, and he's leading by example right now.
Jordan Owens, 15 points, 22-6. You got to remember, though, that Holy Cross played the number 3 seed in this tournament and won by 41. Now they're playing the number 5 seed, and they're winning by double digits, 22-6. Westampton still without a point in this second quarter. Going up, foul. That's going to be on, looks like, I think it's on Gerchik. Looked like the ref put up 21 at first, to be honest, and I'm like, there's not a 21 on the floor. But no, he put up 12, and that's Ryan Gerchik. First foul for Holy Cross in the second.
And that's interesting there. From our perspective here, that looked like more of a hand, both hands on the ball, possibly a jump ball under the net. We've seen that a couple times, especially with these, evenly tall teams getting deeper in this season into more high intense, where you're going to see these bigger teams, these stronger teams matching up.
First shot, no good. Second shot by DeWill Andre is good. And they're going to get Dickerson back in. 22-7. Joey Martino with 3 points. Jordan Owens leads with 15. He'll stop just beyond the three-point line. Again, just using that evasiveness to really kind of create like a loop around the defenders, as Westampton fading between a 1-4 and a 2-3 as that one gets away. Good crossover by Dickerson beyond half court. He'll find Njoga. He'll go to the corner, long two, just mid-range. Gerchik rips down the rebound. 5:15 left in the first half. Fun one so far, but Holy Cross leading with their hearts and leading in the scoreboard as it's 22-7. Double guarded here. Martino gets it out. He'll go to Ganges. He's got Swain to his left, Owens to his right. Hands it off to Swain. Double guarded again. He'll work through the traffic. He'll jump stop. Goes back to Martino. Inside the semicircle. Back out. Again, a lot of passing by this team as it goes back to Martino. Again, that evasiveness. Ganges put back. Martino went down for a second. Still in trouble. And it doesn't go. Rebound, Javon Ford. They'll heave it across the floor. It'll go back to Genty. Livingstone, good. Jason Livingstone gets that one to go, and it's 22-9. just really good at getting that. I think Westampton Tech should do that more. Get the ball down the floor quickly. Don't allow Holy Cross to catch up. Makes a man miss. Now you've got a disadvantage as the three. A little bit airballed there. 13-point lead. Check that 12-point lead. And Joga, good. And again, that's where Westampton Tech's got to play well here, as Marcus Bullock will call a timeout. We'll take a quick break. 4 minutes left in the second. 22 for Holy Cross, 11 for Westampton Tech. Welcome back to coverage of the Burlington County Final on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. This broadcast is brought to you by Harper Driving School. Over 90% of students who take their New Jersey State driving test with Harper pass on their first attempt. Visit Harper today and book an appointment at Suite 4 of the Total Turf Complex in Pittman at 614 Lambs Road, just minutes from Route 55. Holy Cross 22, Westampton Tech 11. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Colin Morris. David Cohen of Rowan University is our producer today. Got a fun one here as Holy Cross leads 22-11 over Westampton Tech. Loose ball, half court, foul. No jump. They'll blow the whistle and they'll call the foul here. So it'll be against Westampton Tech. And we'll now see Martino inbound. He'll have to work around the defender, Marani, excuse me. 11-point lead. It was now a 5-0 run as that ball goes to Casper, the friendly ghost in the corner, and it goes to our friend Robert Flynn over there, the photographer, as he was not the sixth man on this Holy Cross team, but it'll be turned over. Genty has it. Yeah, I'd definitely like to see West Tech get into the paint more. Well, the foul, it'll be called on Holy Cross, and it'll be on the floor.
And speaking of getting in the paint, and Joga, something that's going to be big for Westampton, we talked about it at the break, Dan, was out-rebounding. I talked about it, excuse me, a little bit earlier, and Joga's been getting out-rebounded in the paint offensively so far, and that just cannot be happening. On the defensive side, he's been holding it down, but those offensive putbacks are going to be big time for Westampton.
And Joga, the big man, puts down a three. He did that in the He did that in the first round versus Burlington Township. As now Swain has it, 22-14.
And that three might have been bigger than you thought. The momentum has kind of shifted a little bit here. It's quieted down that student section just a little bit, but it's going to be big for Holy Cross to try to get it back.
It's an 8-0 run, and how about Ganges? Little circus shot there. Tristan Ganges, right on cue, breaks up the run, and it's 24-14. Over to the top. Dickerson, right side. Basically a sold-out crowd. I barely see any stretches of wood here at the Holy Cross Prep Gym. It's one of the older gyms in South Jersey, but it certainly is a memorable one nonetheless. These two teams, number 2 seeds in their respective brackets. Holy Cross gets a first-round bye in South Jersey Non-Public B. They will play the winner of Gloucester Catholic and Wildwood Catholic on Monday, March 2nd. And for Westampton Tech, they are second in Central Group 3 as a deep three. Good! Cash your checks. The bank is open. Alex Genty off the glass for 3. That's his first points of the night.
And Genty was someone we highlighted earlier. That's his 37th three of the campaign, but a big one nonetheless. Talked about him
that
pregame.
One gets away. Here comes Ganges. Good. This game's incredible. I mean, listen, it's a 9-point game, but this is one of the best atmospheres you're going to see with two of the best in their respective brackets. Westampton Tech will play number 15, Middletown North, in the Central Group 3 Public first round as Genty got a little bit hit. Swain rebound. The 2026 senior forward makes a man miss. Double guarded. Westampton leaving no stone unturned. A heave! Joey Martino! Give me your lottery numbers! Joey Martino from the volleyball line. That's an NBA range 3. And a game that we heralded for its defense has now turned into an offensive showcase. And we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Holy Cross, and it's going to be on Braden Yancic.
Man, Joey Martino, he has just been nothing shy of impressive tonight.
I was not expecting that shot to go in, to be honest with you.
I mean, he pulled up, you said, I mean, that's a deep 3. I mean, Martino, like we said, you look at him, he's 5'9". He's not the biggest guy in the world, and he's just been getting it done all of tonight, just been such a solid rebounder. But right there, he's letting it fly from deep, and he's cashing in tonight, like you said.
He has been a big part of this Holy Cross team, whether in the box score or just on the floor, as that one goes. Shot good by the Panthers for Dykel Clark.
Dykel Clark, man, I mean, that's a great job finishing through the contact. Like we said, it looks like the refs are letting them go, and Clark just working hard in the paint, getting one to go.
Yeah, I don't think this game will be as good as it is if the referees were calling every whistle. You got to be careful as Owens gets it over to the corner for Martino. Swain takes a page out of Martino's book. This is unbelievable. 20 seconds left. These players might as well be shooting in the Xfinity Mobile Arena with how deep they're going, as we've got a trip up, and he's down. He's hurt. Oh, that's not good. He got hit on his right foot, and he hit the floor hard.
And that's never what
Dickerson.
That's never what you want to see from Dickerson, but you got to imagine Marcus Bullock is just thrilled out of his mind, not obviously with the shots that are going in, any coach would be, but with the ball movement on that possession. It was just so impressive, just all the way around from Swain to Martino, and then all the way down finally to finish. Holy Cross, man. They're impressive tonight. I mean, they've been impressive all year. They're just dominated this tournament, and right now, Westampton Tech's got to make some changes.
Moving over. Oh, almost lost it. He does lose it. And Martino gets fouled by Genty.
Oh, Martino.
They're going to sub in Swain here. Martino's looking at his back. He's wincing in pain. Yeah, the assistant coach immediately went over to Josh Swain, brought him into the game. And Martino, the tough guy that he is, he's not holding up too hot right now. I think he's going to try to walk it off. The trainer is standing nearby, but he's going to stay in this game. And a loss there, and Martino just said, that's my bad. It got tipped by West Tech, so they will remain with the possession. 10.1 on the clock, 32-19. He wants a timeout. No, he can't do it.
Oh, man.
Martino immediately wanted a timeout. He got the ball, and he just couldn't do it. He's going to go to the bench. That's a heartbreak for Holy Cross, but they do burn a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break. 7.2 seconds left as Joey Martino will check out of the game with an injury on what appears to be the lower back. We'll be right back. Five seconds with Martino out of the game. A high shot, no good. That'll send us to the end. He'll get a shot off.
Oh man.
It wouldn't have counted. It was well after the buzzer. But heartbreak for Holy Cross as Joey Martino will go to the locker room with a lower back injury, but they were able to finish out the second quarter unscathed. After two, we'll go to the halftime break with Holy Cross 32, Westampton Tech 19. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
machine. I can hear you.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. It is the responsibility of all of us to make sure that our friends, family, and anybody who we hold dear in our lives is feeling well.
The problem with spotting mental health issues is that the symptoms aren't that obvious. Just because someone is okay or appears okay on the outside doesn't mean that they're okay on the inside.
It's important that if they are in distress, that they call the right people and they get the help that they need.
And it is very important that we treat each other with respect, regardless of who you are or where you come from. But it is just as important that we treat ourselves with respect, regardless of the situation going on in our lives.
If you're in distress, you can call this number, 988, or you can visit any of these websites if you're not in distress, but would like to learn more information about mental health awareness and research.
Book Dog Pro Wrestling for your next event or outing for the greatest action that New Jersey Pro Wrestling has to offer. Any place, any time, any setting, Dog Pro Wrestling will bring the action to you, and you won't want to miss it for moments like this. But don't just take it from me. Take it from Max Mundo, the Dog Pro Wrestling ambassador.
This is Max Mundo with Dog Pro Wrestling. Are you a civic organization, sporting club looking to fundraise? Then look no further to Dog Pro Wrestling. We do grand openings, corporate events.
Book Dog Pro Wrestling for your next event or outing for the greatest action that New Jersey Pro Wrestling has to offer. Any place, any time, any setting, Dog Pro Wrestling will bring the action to you, and you won't want to miss it for moments like this. But don't just take it from me. Take it from Max Mundo, the Dog Pro Wrestling ambassador.
This is Max Mundo with Dog Pro Wrestling. Are you a civic organization, sporting club looking to fundraise? Then look no further to Dog Pro Wrestling. We do grand openings, corporate events, and much more.
And why not from some of the wrestling talent themselves?
I'm Vinny the Fixer, and I'm the champion of Dog Professional Wrestling. If you want to book the best, come see us. We're the cream of the crop. We'll come to any fundraiser you can think of. Just name the place and we'll show up.
This is the upstanding Dylan Mesh, and for the entirety of my professional wrestling career, dog wrestling has been a mainstay for where I like to wrestle. So you can believe me when I say that it is quality. And I'm upstanding. I'm the only opinion you need.
Yeah! It's your boy Gabriel Hodder here with my man Matthew Oman, and if you want your events to be all fight, no flight,
then book Dog Wrestling so you can witness true primal fear. Woo!
In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence.
With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Doubleheader reached first on an error in the first at bat of game 2. This one's lined into center field. Slider going over. He dives. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Ryan Slider makes the catch. Not on a slide, but instead on a dive. 2 away.
With a QB rush that works to perfection, he hugs the sideline, and Anthony Gaetano gets the scoring started for the Red Hawks at 7-6.
Ryan Nutley, who has 3 RBIs so far, is up on deck as here's a fly ball to center field, going back to the wall. It is gone! 3-run home run, Steve Schaefer. He rockets one out, and it's 9-2. First home run for Schaefer this year, the second hit at home by a Scarlet Raptor.
Welcome back to Holy Cross Prep Academy. As at the halftime break, it's 32-19 in favor of the Lancers over Westampton Tech. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Colin Morris. As the players come out of the locker room, they get ready to go for quarters number 3 and 4. If you're Westampton Tech, you were down by as much as nearly 20 points in the first and second quarters. You were down by 10 at the end of the first, now down by 12 at the end of the first half. What does Coach Sechuayo Bird and his company have to do to get ahead in this one?
I think it's just going to be resetting and playing the basketball Westampton's used to. They've won 9 straight games. They are debatably, other than Holy Cross, the hottest team in South Jersey right now. Obviously the top 2 teams in Burlington County right now. So for Coach Bird, I think it's going to be getting back to basics. I think they're going to relax. I think they're going to try to get the momentum shifted onto their side for the second half. And it wouldn't shock me if Westampton came out with a little bit of firepower here in the second half.
That is true, and they also have something to watch for in this game. Our friend Kevin Minnick posted a few minutes ago. He is now, Alex Genty is now sitting at 986 career points. So he needs 14 in the second half to get in there, to get into the 1,000 point mark. I was thinking the other day, we've done almost 40 games this year, and we have not had a single 1,000 point milestone broken on one of our broadcasts this year. We had a few last year, but he's sitting at 986 now as we start with West Tech ball, 32-19. Lancers led 16-6 after one. Electric crowd tonight, Friday night basketball. Oh, he made a miss. Genty airballed it, though. Put a lot of pep into that step. And look at Joey Martino. He's back on the floor after a brief absence. Took the halftime break in the locker room as that three does not fall. Martino spikes it into the ground. And a bit of an odd change of possession there as it'll go back to West Tech. Driving in now, Dickerson stepping back. He'll take his time.
And for Genty, you can imagine that, he's a smart kid, he's a smart athlete. You got to believe he understands what's going on here, which could have to do with, his slow start tonight, but I'm sure it's just going to be about him getting back in the groove.
Moving inside now, back out to the corner. And Joga, three, no good. As now moving up is Owens. We'll go to Martino now on the right side. Just a minute gone in the third quarter. 13-point lead. It's the Burlington County final. Holy Cross number 2, Westampton Tech number 5. Martino, ooh, Owens lost it, and it's turned over. Javon Ford has it now, and Joga drives, he spins, lost it, Owens gets it out. Now Owens backpedaling, he's in front of the scorer's table. Guarded by Ford. They're gonna get Clark ready to check back in. Little awkward pass there from Gerchik. He'll pull up after some thinking, and it doesn't go. West Tech was wide open to get that rebound. Moving up, full head of steam, he's fouled.
I think Dickerson probably got as close as you could there to traveling or getting it up and down there. He just got the shot off in time before his feet touched the ground.
He was definitely on his way down, but he might have been a split second away from taking that extra step. As Dickerson checks in, Dickerson makes his first. Clark checks back into the game. A lot of media on hand. Kevin Minnick, Kevin Emmons, Tom Rimback is here. A lot of great reporters in the South Jersey area made the trip up to Delran for this game tonight. Tomorrow we'll be at Rutgers Camden for our first baseball game of the year. I know going from Burlington County final to regular season non-conference baseball game doesn't seem like much, but that's what we're going to do. We've got a 12 o'clock first pitch between the DeSales Bulldogs and the Rutgers Camden Scarlet Raptors. Also tonight, tune in for some DWB After Dark action as we've got esports auto racing from the virtual Daytona International Speedway in BPNR action for their season opener. That will be a 9:30 p.m. start with myself and Braden Corioth on the call, along with Aiden McCrow. And then on Sunday, we'll be at West Effort at the Riverwinds Golf Course for the American Ball Hockey Alliance preseason championships. 3 games, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and 3 p.m. at Riverwinds, the ball hockey courses, as this one goes 1 for 2 for Ganges, 33-21. Nice little floater by Genty, doesn't go, saved by Gerchik. Ganges now with 7 points. But Holy Cross, as quickly as they lost the ball, they pick it right back up. Ball was hit off of Genty. He bobbled it around, and Holy Cross keeps possession.
Nearly a good job of Genty coming away with the takeover there, or the turnover, excuse me. Again, just another guy who's just going to have to get back to his basics, back to his regular playing of games, writing near that 1,000-point mark. Like you said, he's just had an excellent season and looking to cap it off tonight.
Ganges gets the roll. 35-21. It's a football score here at Holy Cross. 14-point lead. Dickerson through traffic. Lays hard off the glass. Gerchik gets the rebound, and he's able to deflect Dickerson away. And they'll flip it back to Martino. Some nice craftiness there. He'll fire over to the corner. Owens. No good on the 3. That would have been a good misdirection there. It's now Livingstone. He'll drive. Right hand. He is hit. No foul, but he does get the basket. And it's 35-23.
Livingston just doing an excellent job of getting to the bucket there. Knew the task at hand, knew he had guys right in his vicinity, but it doesn't matter. He got there, and that's what it's going to have to be for Westampton Tech.
That will be a foul on Westampton. And the Panthers will sub in DeWill Andre. (35-23), 4:29 left in the third. Back to the top for Martino. Owens almost chucked another one up. Spinning around. Martino again controlling the pace here. Holy Cross not really pushing it. They don't really want to push it. He's got to let something go here. He does. Had to pass it off to somebody to avoid a 5-second violation. Swain spinning around, double guarded, travel. And that's great defense by Westampton Tech there. They were able to get inside, and they were really able to make Swain uncomfortable to the point where they end up calling the travel on Josh Swain for a little bit extra movement there.
And Livingstone especially, just want to throw him some love because that is absolutely excellent by him, just staying on the entire way across the court, in the paint, out of the paint the entire way there, and really forces that turnover by Holy Cross, something Westampton needs to do more of.
Nice midi, it's good. Tristan Dickerson knocks it down. Back to a 10-point game, 35-25. 3:30 left in the third here in the Burlington County Final. Gerchik. Ganges, right hand, good. A Ferris wheel shot there. As Tristan Ganges, who as we mentioned only had single digits in the semifinal versus RV, now getting more of a seat at the table. He's got 12. And Livingstone, nothing there. Again, he's just throwing his body at the bucket there. Swain, do we have no offensive foul?
And it's tough, right? Like, being a high school referee is tough. It's a very hard job, but with Coach Bird here, he's been very emotional all night, but really for the first time tonight, I feel like that's one he has the right to be frustrated about.
I think that it's an offensive foul right there. I think that, listen, I think when you're moving forward on that possession, it's not like that West Tech defender didn't give him an opportunity to pivot. It's not like he didn't give him an opportunity to lower his shoulder. He was there. He had the right amount of time. I think that was a miss there. But otherwise, I don't think that they've been calling the game all that badly. They have been swallowing the whistle for the most part, which, listen, I'm always a fan of old school basketball where these kids are allowed to play like the pros used to, you know? A lot of what you see, if you watch an NBA reel from 1985 or even 1995, some of the stuff that the players got away with would be a flagrant or, you know, a hard foul. But, you know, today, basketball is just not the same, and I'm loving this return to that style with how the defense is being played today. Nobody is getting a break. Nice feed, and Joga almost lost the ball as he would have went in for a slam, as now Gerchik gets a pass deep down the floor, no good. And Livingstone picks up the rebound. Another chance for West Tech. Good move, DeWill Andre passes, Livingstone fouled. That'll be another one to go back in the favor of the Panthers, as it's Holy Cross's second foul.
And Martino in disapproval of that one, but kind of like we were talking about Coach Bird, he's been super emotional tonight with the fouls. Marcus Bullock been similar, especially in the beginning of that game. I'm sure he's happy to have Martino back out there.
Livingstone's first shot is no good. Let's take a look at the road to how these teams got here. On the bottom of your screen, you can see Holy Cross has beaten their opponents handily in their first three games. Medford Tech by 28, Seneca by 30, and Rancocas Valley by 41. And then after that, for Westampton Tech, they beat Burlington Township by 15, by 17. And then in the semifinal, they beat Doan Academy by 13 and Cherokee by 2 on President's Day. Moving back here is Swain. So 2 for 2 for Livingstone, or 1 for 2, excuse me. We'll have another foul
And I think getting one there for Livingston is big. It's not a new story that he's had his struggles at the line this year. But knocking down one there, making a single-point deficit now all the way deep in the third quarter, especially like you said in the first half, being down by 20-plus. So, honestly, the Panthers doing a great job of kind of reeling this one back in and slowly but surely chipping away at this lead.
Martino has this one. Minute 40 left in the third. He'll spin around. He's got Ford. Made him lose it. He'll go back up to Ganges, back to the basket. Martino fires into the corner. Boy, does he seem okay. Swain, no good. Livingstone rebound. Back to the Panthers. They'll fire it to the near corner. Ford on the baseline. Jump stop. He'll go up. Foul. I think that was the right call. I think there was the right amount of contact there. I mean, he got hit pretty hard, but also you have to remember he was trying to draw that foul, which there's nothing wrong with trying to draw a foul. The players that do it best are the best players that you can have. So Javon Ford going up there and doing the best he can to kind of twitch his shoulders around, kind of expand his area, really was a great opportunity there to get to the line, and that's exactly what he did.
And being a smaller guy, it's not a ton of fouls that he's drawn this year, only a 40% free throw shooter as he misses the second one there. His struggle this year has been getting to the basket, obviously, only listed at 5'5", 127, so it's been a struggle for him and able to draw one there, but unable to convert.
Get to Martino. Here comes Gerchik into the semicircle. Owens fouled. And a little contact there with Njoga at the end of the play.
Man, that was a sweet block down there. It's always fun to see.
And that looks like it was all ball, too.
It did. It looked very clean, just got it and then stripped it out. He nearly took it right back. That was Andre, and nearly took it right back and was able to come away with it and converting on the foul there. Man, that's just fun to see. Not that this whole game hasn't been fun from the get-go, but.
First shot with Holy Cross having the bonus rattles out. You might wonder why Holy Cross has a shot clock on the top of their scoreboard. We mentioned it just in conversation before the broadcast. For a while, the Rowan College of Burlington County School, the Barons, had their gym under construction. And for the longest time, I can't tell you an exact year or an exact time frame, but they played NJSIAA JUCO basketball in this gym at the home of Holy Cross. Now, the campus is in Mount Laurel right off of Route 38, and I would say it's probably about 10 minutes off campus, but ball gets stolen away. We've got 30 seconds. Martino will go up, right hand, good. Shot goes that time, 40-28, back to 12. And Ford's gonna take his time. He's got 15. Guard on guard matchup. Back to Andre. He'll try to get redemption for that block. Student section's counting a few seconds ahead, but they ignore it as Njoga gets it off the glass. That'll end the third as Martino's shot. Hey, that should count as a block that should count as a block. That was a shot attempt. Welcome back to the home of the Lancers here at Holy Cross. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Colin Morris on the call. This broadcast is brought to you by the South Jersey chapter of the National Adult Baseball Association. Registration is open for the spring of 2026 with over 20 teams across 4 highly competitive divisions. Visit SouthJerseyNABA.com. Registrants must be 18 and older to enter. A little bit of love over there. I don't know if you heard that, Colin, but I don't want to be cocky. Joey Martino brings this one up to start the fourth. Hey, listen, there's some student sections who appreciate what we do, and we appreciate them back. As Ganges goes up, can't get it there, and Njoga, wow! That is a double dribble, or a carry rather. I was going to say it was a travel, but it was kind of everything all at once. And that's exactly what they're going to call.
They don't call that in the NBA, but they're going to call it tonight. 40-30. This is easily the closest game that Holy Cross has played in the Burlington County tournament. Moving inside now, Swain, 2 hands, lost it. He touched it last.
Swain got an excellent feed there, just unable to convert. I mean, it's tough under the net. He's got 2 guys on him right under the rim. It's hard to get that to go, but still an excellent pass and a near great conversion from the Lancers.
10-point game here at the Holy Cross Prep Academy. Again, we'll be at Rutgers Camden tomorrow morning for Division III baseball between DeSales and Rutgers Camden. Nice move there. Oh, another move. Zigzag. No good on the shot. And everybody clears the space, and Martino picks up the rebound. Owens leads Holy Cross in scoring with 16, and Joga with 10. Swain for 3. Josh Swain puts it up, gets the 3 to fall on the left wing. 1 minute gone in the 4th. Westampton Tech down by 13, and a foul. So 6:47 left in the 4th. It'll be the first foul against the Lancers in the 4th. Really nice move off the inbound there to get it to Njoga. Martino gets hit. The ball gets kicked away. And that's one thing where one side of the crowd's going to love it, the other half of the crowd's going to hate it. But 6:35 left in the 4th. 3. Owens off the mark. Gets knocked down, but this will go back. Tipped by Owens. Right hand, hard contact, and you could hear the thud on the floor. That was a hard hit. And Genty will get up after a flailing shot as the foul is on Swain.
Genty once again just going to the basket and getting there, getting back to kind of his style. Holy Cross has been an excellent job of kind of shutting him down so far tonight, but there's still 6:25 left in this game, and in a championship game like this, it's very easy for that to be, or for that to feel longer, if you will. So plenty of time for Alexander Genty to kind of take over this game, and Westampton Tech's going to need guys like him and other guys from the supporting cast if they want to come away with the upset win.
Genty makes 1 of 2. He's got 7, and it's 43-33. This game is not over by any means. I think Holy Cross would have to get it to 15 for me to really start feeling comfortable about this Lancers team. But again, this is a Holy Cross team that won all 3 of their first games in this tournament by 33, or excuse me, the average margin of 33. Gerchik had an open look, doesn't take it, didn't have the confidence, goes back to Yancek. Now to Owens, he's in trouble. Yancek, Gerchik, inside, into the paint, back out for Martino.
Just really solid ball movement here from this Holy Cross team. We've seen it all night.
Loving all the passes. They're up to 9, 10, 11 on this possession. Here's 12, but will it be 3? No. That's another. Here's a 3. No good, Martino. I feel like Holy Cross is getting too comfortable here. They're being more crafty than they're being efficient, and that's going to hurt them as Njoga gets fouled. I mean, listen, it's good basketball to pass that many times. It's good, fundamental, smart basketball, but it's not efficient. It's not the best shot available. They made that play look cool, but it didn't go in. So, listen, I can only get behind passing that many times if you can't. I can only get behind it if you're going to make those shots. 5:29 left in the 4th, and Joga missed his first foul shot. Let's take a look at the BCSL Liberty standings. Holy Cross first by overall record, 23-4. Thrive sits between them. Westampton Tech in 3rd, and then the bottom 3, Cinnaminson, Medford Tech, and Pemberton. Really not having all that great of years. But Holy Cross has the advantage in head-to-head matchups as they've won both games in Westampton and in Delran, both times by 1 possession or less. 3 points when they met the first time, 1 point the second time. 5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. A little bit of a heave. Lob off the fingers of Ganges, and he lost it. Westampton's putting on the pressure. Ford lost it. Now they're going to see if they can attack again. They trail by 9. After a 1 of 2 trip to the foul line, no good. And Holy Cross emerges from the pile with the basketball. And again, Holy Cross might have to start going into clock preservation mode here. They might have to start winding down as many seconds as they can, but you have to play a balancing act. You have to take off seconds off the board, but you can't just give up. You can't let this ball get turned over. You have to get points on the board, and that's exactly what they just did. A feed inside to Braden Yancic, and it's back to an 11-point double-digit game.
And that's an excellent pass there, and something that coaches often...
Another scramble, look out. Yancic on it. Jump ball. Bird did not get his timeout in time.
And something you often hear from a lot of coaches, you don't want to race to the finish line. You want to close it out in your way, even if it's meaning taking your time, getting to the bucket, moving the ball, possessing it, not turning it over. Those are going to all be keys for Holy Cross to close this one out. For Westampton, it's going to be jumping on those if those mistakes are made.
Inbounded by Dickerson. Genty on the right side. He's got 7 tonight as it's turned over. It's just another mistake. Swain, good misdirection there. He'll get it to Martino, who's got open space. Fires it out. Owens through double traffic. Open look, Josh Swain. No good on the 3. Goes back over to the top. Owens hit. Oh, almost stepped behind the half-court line. Maybe an inch away. 3:40 left. Back to Ford. Tipped up, stolen. Owens is open. Look out below. Right hand lay. 18 for Jordan Owens. Now another steal, but he'll get it back. He's fouled. That was almost an apologetic foul by Ryan Gerchik right there. Little stare down. Ooh. And Gerchik's trying to say that, listen, one's going to say that the other initiated it, but there was a little emotion going up there. A stare down that I do not want to be a part of by Livingstone and by Gerchik. First shot, no good.
They're still drawing.
Yeah, that's the part of the game. Now Sechuayo Bird is going to call a timeout. He hasn't had the best luck with getting the ref's attention tonight. It's a full timeout. This crowd's loving it. 3:24 left in the 4th. It's a 47-34 lead in favor of Holy Cross here in the Burlington County Final. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This broadcast is brought to you by the Dangerous Adrenaline Wrestling Gladiators, or Dog Pro Wrestling, New Jersey's premier pro wrestling organization with high-flying events and nonstop entertainment throughout the Garden State. You can visit them at their next event at Rowan University on March the 6th. It'll be a part of Rowan University's Rowan After Hours event, and they'll also have an event at the Gloucester County Fairgrounds at South Jersey Geek Fest on April 4th. You can also check them out in early May at Pinelands Regional High School in Little Egg Harbor, New Jersey on May the 2nd. Here comes a steal. Back to Genty. He's open. He's no good. Couldn't get it. Back to Martino. With 8 points, no foul. He's on his posterior and it'll go back to West Tech. He's going to try to chase him down. Jose Alvarado steal. Back up. Good. Joey Martino went for a sleight of hand, but he couldn't get it. And now it'll go inside. Look out below. 2-hand jam, Tristan Ganges. And he'll try to get it back. No whistle. And there's some disagreement going on there. It's going to be, it looks like it's going to be West Tech ball.
Man, I was just getting ready to say how excellent that breaking of the press was for Holy Cross, and then just the cherry on top to finish it off. That was impressive for Holy Cross, man, and that.
I can't believe that's the first dunk we've seen tonight, to be honest with you.
Agreed. Man, that was electric. Not that the atmosphere needed anything else to get excited about. But
they're going to ask to clean up a wet spot on the baseline. Marcus Bullock that's a big towel. Look at that thing. That's like that's not your Gatorade towel. That's like a shower towel. That's like one that you throw down on the beach and you lay down.
Whatever you got to do, I guess.
That's a big towel. It must be a big spill. Big spills need big towels. He's still working at it. Ref picks it up with his left hand, and he'll hand it off.
Towel commentary. We need a towel segment.
Exactly. That's what ESPN The Ocho's for. So the wet spot on the floor has been cleaned up. This will now go back to being inbounded by Maraney. Moving in, and Joga fouling one. That's that physicality working to its best. He's got 14, and he's now going to try to add on an and one.
That's a really good job by Njoba there. He just got to the rim, and it's been a struggle for him, especially in the first half. But he's made a good adjustment in the second half, and that's why this is a 10-point game, especially in that third quarter. He's been doing a really good job of getting to the rim, dominating offensively and defensively with rebounds, like I said earlier. But someone that's had his struggles at the line quite a bit this year.
This one gets tipped up, and right on cue, Colin, he missed another one as Martino will have this one. Moves at half court. Ganges. And Marcus Bullock sensed the pressure. He saw the writing on the wall, and he calls a timeout. 2:22. He'll call a 30. We'll take a break. 49-39. Welcome back. I'm Dan Wilkins, joined by Colin Morris. If you'd like to make a contribution to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, we do have a Venmo at DW Broadcasting. No spaces, no hyphens. We're all high school and college students. Colin's a junior at Highland. I'm a sophomore at Rowan College of South Jersey. And David, our producer, is a sophomore at Rowan University. Your generosity is incredibly appreciated as it goes towards travel expenses, equipment costs, and taking care of our crew. As there's a foul. It's going to be 5 against Holy Cross here.
And Livingstone couldn't believe it. And that's tough because he was just right there from getting the ball out. And then draws the foul. Just not what he was looking to do there. And unfortunate for the Panthers.
See if they didn't know if they were going to go for an intentional foul or if they're just going to put on the pressure here, and they will. Gerchik. Ball gets batted away. And Joga, if I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure what he was complaining about because he very clearly touched it last.
That was one of the more obvious ones I think the refs have had tonight.
Yeah, I don't think that was
might have just been trying to buy a call there.
Sometimes emotion does play a role. We're both baseball guys, you know it.
Absolutely.
This one goes up, shots waved off. What for? They're going to say, did he step out? No, it's going to be a foul. And it's going to be on Njoga, looks like. So Holy Cross has 5. West Tech will have the bonus, or they do have the bonus. And West Tech has committed now 2 fouls here late in the fourth. Back to Owens. Martino, bounce pass. Gets it back over to Martino, who catches it at the chest. Gerchik, far corner, high pants, Martino. Oh man, foul! Njoga got hit. I think some of the Holy Cross people want goaltending called. Do you think the ball was on its way down? I mean, can you really judge it if it's on the way down because he was trying to dunk it?
I don't think some of these fans, I don't think it was. That's tough. They're going to talk about it here, but I was just getting ready to praise the Holy Cross ball movement, kind of securing there, limiting the turnovers, staying really tough within the paint, and then drawing the foul. It's going to end up being a big one for them with 1:44 to go.
It's the third foul against West Tech, and Swain missed his first. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Second shot is good by Josh Swain. He's got 9. And again, with under 2 minutes to play, the energy must be turned up for Westampton Tech to have a shot in the BurlCo final. Ford steps back, off the glass, and good for 3. It's his first of the night. And he's finally on the board. Goes to Owens, through traffic, goes to Martino. He catches it on the run. Here comes Swain. Hello! Josh Swain brings this one to downtown. 10-point game, and another one. It's good. Setsuayo Bird calls a timeout as Alex Genti gets up, but not before Josh Swain gets up. Puts it down with 2 hands. It's a full timeout. 1 minute, 11 seconds. We'll take a break. 52-44. Holy Cross in front by 8. One minute, 11 seconds remain in regulation here from Holy Cross Prep. It's an intense ball game. 8-point lead for Holy Cross in the last 70 seconds of this one. Setsuayo Bird called the timeout. The former head coach over at Pennsauken High. Here comes a lob. Ganges, too strong. Not a fan of the lob. It's going to be a foul. This one will go to the line as already a blink and you miss it. It's 4 fouls for Westampton Tech. Do we have a foul out here? I just saw the ref put up 5. Ganges, first shot is no good. One for 2. Second shot went for Swain. Javon Ford has it. Desperation time. 9-point game. 1 minute. He'll chuck up a 3. Moving to the right. Missed it pretty badly there. As now, here comes Swain. Do you want to put the exclamation point up, or are they going to stay humble? Let's see. Martino to Owens. I feel like they need one dagger here to send this crowd to crazy town. And eventually West Tech comes to their senses and they foul him. What a night for Holy Cross. An average margin of victory of 33 points. Their closest game in the first 3 rounds was Medford Tech, a team that's won 5 games. They're 5-22. and they beat them by 28. That was their smallest margin of victory. They beat Seneca by 30, Rancocas Valley by 41 points. They beat Rancocas Valley so bad they put a running clock in the fourth quarter as he misses both.
Oh, Joey Martino, man, that's just so, with 33
Here
seconds
we go,
left.
Ganges, exclamation point! Polish the crown, polish the trophy. Holy Cross is gonna get one ready. He'll pull up, and it's good.
Electricity from Holy Cross the whole
It's 13
night.
seconds. Martino gets it up, and they're gonna run this one out. Rancocas Valley defeated Holy Cross last year. Tonight, the purple and white are not denied. Holy Cross, Burlington County champions. $55-46 the final. 9-point win. They beat West Tech by 1 and 4 in their first two regular season matchups as Holy Cross, the number 2 seed. I don't know how they would have done if they played Lenape, but they didn't have to worry about Lenape. Doan Academy took care of it. And in a bracket full of upsets, full of drama, and full of high action excitement, tonight we see Holy Cross come out on top with a 9-point, 55-46 win as no other song to play as TJ Maderia, to the tune of We Are the Champions by Queen, hoist the trophy.
I don't think it gets any sweeter than that. Joey Martino holding it up in the center, but my goodness, for Holy Cross, what a fun night, Dan. Ends up coming away with a 9-point victory, and Holy Cross, I don't think there's any team in Burlington County more deserving than the Lancers squad led by Coach Marcus Bullock. I mean, just all year they've done it, and they're going to get one more shot next week at the state championship. Just pure impressiveness all around. And congrats to the Lancers, man. They have earned it.
They really did. We mentioned the 33-point margin of victory. This was their closest game yet, and it was 9 points. This Holy Cross team was destined, and Westampton Tech played a fantastic game, but swarmed by iPhones and cameras alike. The number 2 seed, Holy Cross Lancers, with their backs to us, but their faces to the crowd, are champions of Burlington County, one of which they were denied by the eventual champions, Rancocas Valley, by 1 point a year ago. Such a great story for Holy Cross, as they were the 2 seed in this tournament. They're the 2 seed in South Jersey non-public B, as they will face the winner of Gloucester Catholic and Wildwood Catholic on Monday, March the 2nd. But today, the Rams and the Crusaders can wait, and they can think about them at a different time, as the Lancers are champions. What a scene. This crowd was so passionate from start to finish. They might have gotten a little out of hand at some time, but you can see these kids are so enlightened with each other. There's Martino in the inside. He did that 2 days ago. He did that in the semifinal. I mean, listen, he subtracted 1 pump for every game that they won, and that time it was 4 for wins over Medford Tech, Seneca, Rancocas Valley, and Westampton Tech. Congratulations to Holy Cross. They played a great game, and Westampton Tech gave them the toughest battle that they have received in the entire tournament. There's Jordan Owens with the young gentleman, Marcus Bullock, over there. Yeah, I think that's your tournament MVP right there. 26 versus Seneca, 21 versus RV, and 18 versus Westampton Tech. Colin, your thoughts on tonight?
Man, just electrifying. I mean, this was so much fun. This was probably one of the more fun games I've had the privilege of being at in a very long time, let alone calling it. But really, the story is just going to be Jordan Owens. Finished with 19. The exclamation point was by Tristan Ganges, but it's not even about that. I was just going to praise Joshua Swain for holding it on at the end. He had a wide open 3 that would have kind of blown this place up if he converted. but an excellent job, just good discipline there. Obviously got the exclamation point in the end anyway. And Holy Cross, man, like I said, so impressive. What a squad Coach Bullock has built here, because they have something special. They're going to be fun to watch next week in the state tournament, but for now, I think they're going to spend probably the next 24 hours or so celebrating this one, and they've earned every part of it.
No better spot to have a tournament championship on a Friday night, because these kids get to celebrate into the weekend as Holy Cross downs Westampton Tech 55-46 in the Burlington County Final. That'll be all for us tonight on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. From our entire crew, our social media coordinator, Haley Mejia, our graphics crew, Caleb Lane, Carson Rosso, and Fisher Giannotti. My producer, David Cohen of Rowan University. My color commentator, Colin Morris of Highland Regional High School. I'm Dan Wilkins. We'll see you tomorrow for Division III baseball between the DeSales Bulldogs and the Rutgers Camden Scarlet Raptors. Holy Cross 55, Westampton Tech 46. Stay safe. Congrats to Holy Cross, and we'll see you tomorrow.